on this show, I'm going to speak to you about how to get your products ranked on Amazon. Just gonna mute the sound here. Don't want an echo in the background. So yeah, basically I'm doing a daily show where I come on around 1 o'clock every day, and I'm going to speak about different things that impact my business on and off Amazon, and hopefully some of the tips that I give you will be able to help you growing your private label brands on and off Amazon. In today's show, I'm going to speak about how to improve your Amazon ranking. So this is where your products will show up in Amazon. There is 3 main things that you need to know about ranking your products. There's 3 things that really impact where Amazon positions your product in their ranking. So of course you have to have your keywords and all this right to rank for them. So you have to have your keywords in your back end, in your title, you can have them again in your bullets. You know, if they're in them 3 places, it's a good start to start getting ranked for your products. But then you want to move up the ranking. So when you first launch your product and you know, just put it on Amazon, you'll be way down in the rankings, down page 8, 9, 10, and you want to move up to page 1. That's where all the sales are happening on Amazon. So okay, I'm just going to get into this now. Number 1 is your conversion rate. Your conversion rate plays a massive part in where Amazon rank your product, in my view, because I've noticed when we have had a product with a lower ranking conversion rate, as soon as we have improved that conversion rate, its ranking has improved. You know, it's a hard one to test because our sales also improved in this time, but definitely the conversion rate had a lot to do with our improved rankings. So there's certain key things that you should do to improve your rankings, and that is make sure that your images are all good quality, make sure that your bullets, your title, everything is good and clear, that it's not just all stuffed with your keywords, that it's nice and clear, reads exactly what you want to project across to your customers. And your reviews plays a big part on your conversion rate on Amazon. The more reviews you have, the better, but as well as that, good quality reviews. So having a lot of 4 and 5-star reviews obviously is best. And I've noticed once our products have dipped down, so you know, there's not a big difference between 4.5 stars and 5 stars. Our conversion stays around the same. But as soon as it drops to 4 stars, our conversion rate also takes a bit of a dip. So it's very important to keep your reviews up around the 4.5, 5 stars. And obviously the best way to do this is by having a great product. So that's number 1, conversion rate. That has a big part to play in where Amazon rank your product. Number 2 is price. The price of your product really does matter. So I know you will see higher priced items ranked ahead of lower priced items. This happens quite a lot, but they've obviously another contributing factor, that is giving them the boost and giving them the rank. Obviously their sales are up high, or you know, their conversion rate is high, to push them up past the lower selling items or the lower priced items. But your price does play a massive role, and the lower the price you are, the more Amazon will be inclined to push you towards their front page and in front of more customers. But number 3, and this is definitely by far the most important factor that plays a role in where Amazon rank your product, and that is your sales, the volume of sales you're making. And this is over short and long periods of time. The more sales you make, obviously, the more Amazon push you towards their customers, the more they see that your product is a good seller. Amazon want you to sell more products, so they want their best selling products on front of their customers. And you know, the more sales you are making, the more inclined Amazon will be to push you up in their rankings. And there is a way that you can increase your sales, which is getting a high volume of sales within a short period of time. So I've shot a video on this, how to do this, staying inside Amazon's terms of service. So over the last few years, a lot of sellers were spiking their sales with discount codes. So what you do, you give out 50, 100, and even more. Sellers would do more than this, 150, 200 discount codes, and getting everyone to purchase their product near enough at the same time. So within a couple of hours, you'd have 100, 150 sales for your product, even that you're giving them away at $2 was the kind of going rate for the last few years, that they'd be giving their product away at this price and losing out on their product. You know, they'd be losing out on, obviously, on the Amazon fees and the product cost when selling it for $2. But the ranking increase that this will give you would make it all worth it. So it will push you right up to page number 1. You know, if you've done a couple of these spikes. So if you say gave away, depending on what market you're in and the volume of sales that your competitors are making, but if you were to make 100 sales within a couple of hours, and then again later on in the week another 100 sales within a couple of hours, you'd be pushed right up in Amazon's rankings. But you can't do this using coupon codes anymore. You know, Amazon have came down really strict on the use of coupon codes, and they're really strict on this whole thing. I've heard a lot of sellers saying, you know, Amazon have been on to them about manipulating sales ranks, different things like that. So you have to be very careful with the way you do it, and the way that you can do it that stays within their terms of service is by offering these deals to everyone. So that would mean that you have to reduce your price across the board on Amazon. So what you can do is, if you've a lot of stock, if you've, let's say, 500 units of stock and you only want to give away 50 units, and your product usually sells for $30 and you want to give it away for 10 just to get that boost of sales, what you can do is hold your 450 units, leave 50 units, drop your price, you know, do a sale on your product and drop it down from 30 to 10, and you will make a lot of sales, especially if you have a list. So if you email out to your customer list and let them know that you have a sale on, you will make a lot of sales this way, and that will give you a massive boost. If you make you know, 50, even we gave away 30 and noticed a massive difference. So we've reduced the price and gave away 30 at this price, and we've noticed a massive boost in our ranking. So you could jump from at the bottom of page 2 up to, you know, the bottom of page, or at the top of page 2 to the bottom of page 1, or again, if you're further back, if you're on page 4, you give away 30, 50 units, you could jump from page 4 to page 2. You know, because sales play such an important factor in determining where Amazon ranks your products. So giving them that boost of sales over a short period of time, even if you do that sale a couple of times a week, or 3 or 4 times even within a month, them spikes will have a dramatic improvement on your ranking. And what you're doing isn't breaking any terms of service, because you're giving that offer to everyone across the board on Amazon. You're not giving people a discount code in exchange for a review or anything like that. It's literally just to get the spike in sales, so that, you know, your product is seen as a big selling product and you move up in the rankings. So that's basically it. That's my 3 tips to improve your Amazon rank. And just to give you a quick recap, number 1 is improve your conversion rate. The better your conversion rate, the better you will rank. Number 2 is to lower your price if this makes business sense. Again, this one with the price, it doesn't seem, in my opinion, doesn't seem to have such a strong impact on your sales rank. Your conversion rate and your sales have a lot bigger of an impact, but your price does have an impact on where they rank your product. And number 3 is your sales, so your volume of sales over short and long periods of time. has a massive impact on where Amazon will rank your product. I hope that you have learned a lot from this video, and I come on Facebook every day and do one of these live videos around 1 o'clock every day, and I love to answer any questions that you have. You can pop them in the comments below, and yeah, it'd be great to get in contact with you. I'll speak to you again soon. Bye.